All right, so there was some technical difficulties with the previous one. Not sure what happened, but I'm going to give it a few minutes so that everybody can hop on into the new link. Okay. As I mentioned before, if you guys have any questions, post them either in the chats, whatever chat you guys are in, or post them on the link on the post where I posted the link for the webinar. That's for all the questions and comments you guys have or anything. Okay. I hope you guys saved questions for this webinar. You guys should have watched the videos or know where the videos are. Okay, so I'm gonna be going through a brief overview of the whole method that I have on the trainings. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be going over today. For those that do not understand it or have any questions towards it, because I want you guys to fully understand it so you guys can start trading it and start trading it correctly. That way you guys can get to the advanced chat as soon as possible, because the advanced chat is where the signals are amongst all the other groups of traders, and there's a lot more knowledge in that group as well. Okay, so that's the ultimate goal, is to get to the advanced chat. You get to the advanced chat by proving to me that you are capable of trading my method. Okay, by posting in the chats of potential trades, trades that you might have taken with the method that I teach. Okay, so basically I just need to know that you know how to trade my method. And once that's cleared up, I'll be keeping an eye on that, and then you guys will be promoted to the advanced chat. Okay, now for those that want to be given the opportunity to get on the Hangout with me live right now, where you guys can actually speak to me, go ahead and post on the chat or comment on the post that I made for the webinar, okay, on the Facebook page. Comment on there if you want to hop on live with me. If so, I'll go ahead and send you the link so you guys can talk to me while I'm doing this webinar. Otherwise, you guys will only have access to ask questions or anything or comment on the chat or the post. So let me know if you guys want to. I'm giving you guys the opportunity to do so. I don't do these webinars as often as I used to, just because I'm very busy now that I launched a company. So I'm doing my best. 1 second. Let's wait for people to hop on. Just give it a few more minutes. Please have questions prepared if you guys have already watched the trainings. That way I can get it cleared up for you if there's any confusion for you guys. Once again, I will be going over the method that you guys should have looked at already, the market maker method. Okay, I go over a simple way of looking at the market maker method. It's not the full market maker method. The full one is more confusing for most traders. So I've made a much easier approach. All right, give it just a couple more minutes and then we're all set to go. Once again, if you guys have any questions, post it on the chats or on the Facebook post for the webinar. Okay. You guys can interrupt me in the middle of it. I don't care. I'm going to be monitoring it while going over the trading. Excuse me. All right, can I get a confirmation that you guys can see my screen? Anybody? Okay, good, good. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This is some powerful stuff that you guys will be learning today. Off the training video, it's just going to be overviewing everything you guys should know, get some things cleared up. That way you guys can start training this method and start catching some pips. All right. So once again, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment on the post that I made on the page with the link to this webinar, or post it in the chats. You can interrupt me in the middle of it. I don't care. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be going over the market maker method, M and W formations, as well as trap days, basically everything you need to know in order to be able to trade this method, okay? So first things first, what's the market maker? The market maker is the people in Asian session, London session, New York session, okay? What's their mission? Their goal is to try to take your money. Plain and simple. These people control the markets. If they choose to move the market up, they move it up, okay? They move in specific ways to trap people, though. They make these formations. They do all sorts of formations to be able to trap people, take their money, hit their stop losses, blow their account, anything to take their money, basically, okay? So now, these market makers, they're limited to how much they can move. They can't move however much they want in a day, in a month, a week. They can't move as much as they want. It takes money to move the market. Okay. So if, let's say, okay, they decided to move the market up here. Okay. It takes money to move the market up, but they have some sort of plan, right? They're not just going to waste money, move the market up for no reason. They're going to move the market up because they want to trap traders buying. Then they want to drop it, hit all their stop losses. Okay. There's reasons why they move the way they move. And I'm going to teach you guys and teach you their perspective of the market, how it is they view the market, what exactly are they trying to do. Okay. So trap days. Trap days are Fridays and Sundays. What are trap days? Trap days is when the market makers intentionally try to trap you for a specific reason. Fridays, they try to trap you by making you think it's going to go one way, but it's actually going the other. Okay. They try to do this on Fridays mainly because they want to trap you over the weekend. Who knows? There could be news that weekend. There could be some disastrous event that can happen that opening Sunday, it opens up in a huge gap. It goes over your stop loss or your take profit, doesn't activate it, stuff like that. Okay. Friday's trap day. They try to trap you over the weekend. Sunday's trap day. The reason why Sunday's a trap day is because they try to trap you for either half the week or the rest of the week. They make you think they're going one way Sunday, but in reality, they're going the other way. Okay? So what I teach is going to, you're going to be able to know what it is they're trying to do. Okay. So now Fridays, let's give an example. Friday's trap day, right? Okay, let's see exactly when was the last Friday. Last Friday was on the 10th. So let's look at the 10th. What happened on the 10th? Right here. Okay, 10th right here. This here is the 10th. Okay, so now Thursday, they moved the market down. This is, yeah, it is the last Friday. Yeah, 10th last Friday. Barely opened up with a gap. Okay, so this shaded box here is Friday of last week. Okay, so Thursday they moved the market down. Excuse me. Thursday they moved the market down, right? Now Friday they moved the market down. What did they do? They trapped you short on Friday. They went long on Sunday. Okay, so what was their intentions here? Their intentions was to drop it Thursday. Okay, overall it was going long the whole week, but they decided Thursday, you know what, I'm gonna start dropping it. Oh, not enough traders were convinced on Thursday. I'm gonna drop it Friday so they're convinced that I'm going short. Bam, going short. So now traders are taking entries for sales all on Friday because they see, oh, it's continuing short, I'm going to sell. Friday market closes. Oh man, I'm trapped over the weekend. I really hope it doesn't open a huge gap or anything like that. I should be good. It was going down Thursday and Friday. I'll be fine. Sunday, what happens? Starts to move up, hits people's stop losses, take people's money, basically. Okay. Friday, they trap people short. Sunday, they trap people long. Then they dropped it. Their intentions looks like it was a drop, right? Okay, but look, they dropped it Friday, trapping people short. Sunday, they convinced traders, oh, it's going long. But no, it still was going short. They just faked people out. Fridays and Sundays are known as fake outs. Okay, they fake people out short, fake people out long. They took both the sellers and the buyers' money by going short on Monday. Okay, so this is how they work. These are trap days. Let me go to the previous one, the third. The third was NFP. Okay, so let's see. This here is NFP. So this is Friday. What did they do the day before? They trapped sellers. The whole day it was dropping. They trapped sellers. What were they doing overall? They were dropping the market. Overall, the market was dropping, right? Now look what happened with NFP. They trapped so many sellers, bam, they decided to rise. They rise for NFP. If you guys don't know what NFP is, it's major news. It moves the market an average of 200 pips, 15 to 30 minute span. They were dropping the market for like a couple weeks or so. For NFP, they trapped all the sellers, decided to move up. Okay, this is Friday. They started to trap all the sellers and they took everybody's money. Not everybody, but most people's money. Okay. So this is exactly how trap days work. All right, they trap people for specific reasons, and that's why I always teach, do not trade on Fridays and Sundays. Do not trade on trap days because you don't know what their intentions are. Okay, so now it's time to get into M's and W's. That's my specialty. That's what I teach. Highly profitable now and highly accurate as well. Now, M and W formations, what are they? They're double tops, double bottoms. So I'm going to show you an example of what they look like. Let's see. Okay, right here's a good example. Here's the M formation. All right, M formation there. What do they consist of? They consist of two peak formations. Peak formation, peak formation. What are peak formations? Peak formations are where traders got trapped. Right here, the market makers convinced buyers here. All of a sudden, they decide to drop at this price point for a specific reason. Nobody knows but them. But we know, oh, all of a sudden, they decide to change the direction of the market. So that must be an important area there. Now, what I teach people to do is, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but draw a horizontal line on a peak formation on the top of the highest body. Okay, so this first peak formation, you drew a horizontal line on top of the highest body, not the wick, the body. Once you draw a horizontal line, you wait for price to retest. Okay, what do I mean by retest? It means it has to touch this horizontal line again, and it has to fail. What does that mean? The body can pass it and it can wick, but the candle must close below this horizontal line. What did it do here? It did exactly that. That's exactly what it did here, okay? So peak formation here. Traders got trapped buying here. So the market maker is going to have a hard time passing this without letting these traders loose on the first peak formation. Double top formation, M formation, okay? So how do you trade these? Once you draw the horizontal line, you come back, you see the price come back, hit that horizontal line again, but it does not break. You must follow the checklist. First thing on the checklist, recognize first peak formation, which is the potential of being a first leg of an M formation or W. Draw a horizontal line on top of the highest body or on the lowest body on an M or W. I mean, on a, if they got trapped buying or selling. Next thing on the checklist, wait for price to come back and retest. The first time it retests and it fails to break and the candle closes, great. Okay, that's a good sign. This one has potential. Okay, so now, right after the retest, you're gonna look for an engulfing candle. When you look for an engulfing candle on an M formation, what's an engulfing candle? An engulfing candle is a candle that is bigger than the previous candle. Okay, a candle that is bigger than the previous candle. It devours it basically. Okay, so when it retests here, what you're going to do is look for an engulfing candle. Where's the big candle? Now the engulfing candle has to close in the direction of the formation. So this has a potential to be an M formation. That means the engulfing candle has to close red. It has to. If it closes green, it doesn't count as an engulfing candle. Okay, so this one closed red. So retest with the green candle, did not break. Next candle, engulfing candle. It closed red and it's bigger than the previous one. Okay, now how do you measure this? Where'd it go? 1 second, let me find this. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay, the way you measure this engulfing candle on a M formation, the engulfing candle, you can use the top of the wick to the lowest part of the body and measure it to the previous candle's body only. So this candle's body only, you measure it against that. Obviously it's bigger. So once again, I'm going to repeat it. On a M formation for the engulfing candle, you can use the top wick to the lowest part of the body and measure to the previous candle's body only. Okay, this one engulfs. This red candle engulfs the previous one. Now, retest and engulfing has to happen back to back in the max of 2 candles. It could happen in 1 candle. If this green candle closed red, the retest happened. This one also has the potential to be the engulfing candle. So if this green candle retested, which it did, but it closed red, you would measure it to the previous candle. Okay, the previous candle doesn't have to retest. The engulfing candle can retest and be the engulfing candle at the same time. Okay, so if this candle, green candle, closed red, you can measure it to the previous candle's body only. You can see that it engulfs, then you can take the trade. It's a valid formation. This is for an M formation. You use the top wick and the body and measure it to the previous body only. Okay, retest, then engulfing. So that's what you look for. Okay, now, okay, so the retest happens, engulfing candle. Okay, now, one thing you have to make sure before taking an entry, where's your take profit? On a M formation, the first take profit is the first place traders got trapped selling. Okay, where the first place traders got trapped selling on a M formation. Here, first place they got trapped selling is here. This is a 4-hour time frame. So traders got trapped selling for 4 hours. They dropped the market a bit, convinced people, hit their stop losses, convinced people it was going down. Okay. Then they changed the market direction. They trapped sellers. Why am I going so much? They trapped sellers. This is the first place traders got trapped selling. So what you're going to do is you are going to put your take profit at the lowest body in that area where traders got trapped selling. So the red line would be your take profit. Once you recognize your take profit, then take entry. Right before the engulfing candle is made, you will recognize your take profit. Once the engulfing candle closes, as soon as the engulfing candle closes, you take entry. Okay, so why do I have you examine where the take profit is before you take entry? The reason why my take profits are highly accurate, I like to guarantee that it's going to hit, but I'm not going to, because I'm not going to get sued or anything telling you guys that it always hits or it's guaranteed to hit and it doesn't hit. Okay, I've never had a take profit that doesn't hit, but once again, I'm not going to guarantee it. All right, so why do I have you recognize it before taking entry? Because this red candle, the engulfing one, This one could have hit your first take profit. Your entry is after the engulfing candle closes. So if your first take profit is hit by the engulfing candle, you don't take the trade anymore, because take profit number 2 is the next place traders got trapped selling, which is down here. Take profit number 2 is not, the higher the take profit, meaning anything after take profit 1, it becomes more risk, because it's not the chance of it hitting is least likely. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So it is least likely to hit after take profit 1. Now, yeah, of course, you can set take profit 2, take profit 3, and whatnot. There's ways to doing so, but after take profit 1, the risk is higher. So once you recognize your take profit and it hasn't been hit by the engulfing candle, you could take entry. So you would take entry right here after, as soon as this candle, the next candle closes after an engulfing. Enter right here. That's an easy 14, 15 pip trade. Okay, takes your profit easily. All right, so that's how you trade a M formation. W formation is the same exact concept. Same thing. Let me show you. If you guys have any questions, please post them. Let's see here. Okay, so let me just delete these. Okay, so you have peak formation, peak formation, peak formation. Okay, what did I tell you guys to do? Draw a horizontal line on the lowest part of the body if it's selling, if it's buying on the highest part of the body, on the highest body. Okay, bam, drew your horizontal lines. Market did not come back down and test this one, so I can go ahead and delete that. But it did test this peak formation. Came back, tested this one. Test is a small red candle, the first test. Then this green candle tested as well, but this one also engulfed. Okay, this one engulfed this one here. What do? Right as soon as the engulfing is being made, you recognize you take profit. Now, this here, this is the first leg. This part only of this W formation. Okay. The peak formation, you have to look at that leg. So the peak formation that it tested, you have to look at that leg. So this is the first leg of this W. Okay. So now, where is the first place traders got trapped? Buying, not selling, buying. On a W formation, you put your take profit where traders got trapped buying. 1 second. Okay, so you know where the peak formation is. Where's the first place traders got trapped buying? They got trapped right here. You put it on the highest body where traders got trapped buying. They got trapped buying here. Okay, market makers convinced buyers here, dropped it all of a sudden, picked it up all of a sudden, and made a peak formation along with traders got trapped buying. So the market maker is going to have trouble releasing traders there, right? So this would be used as resistance. This is your take profit as well. So engulfing candles made, you can see that this engulfing candle here was so close to hitting it, so close, but it didn't. It didn't hit. So it's still valid. Look how close it was to hitting, but it did not touch the first take profit. So that means the trade is still valid. It closed down here. So what do? You take entry right after the engulfing candle closes. Okay, so that means you would take entry down here. If you take entry down here, right after the engulfing candle closes, it hits your take profit, easy 140 pips there or so, something like that. Okay. So you recognize your take profit before your entry. You made sure it wasn't hit, and it wasn't hit by a few pips. Take entry right after the engulfing candle closes, set your take profit, bam, hits your take profit. Look at that. Right after it hits your take profit, it goes down. Right after. Okay, eventually it passes it, but right after it goes down. All right, so that's how you recognize your take profits. That's how you approach trading M and W formations. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Any questions? No questions at all? Okay. So that means you guys understand everything, right? That means there should be no excuse why you guys are not catching pips. Okay, if you guys understand everything, that means you guys can trade these. If you can trade these, that means you can make money. That means you can catch pips. So there should be no excuse why you guys are not in the advanced chat. You guys need to get to that advanced chat if you guys want to make good money. All the accurate traders with the market maker method are there. That's where you want to be. Okay, so that's it. That's it for tonight's webinar. Okay, now if you guys are in the beginners chat, the way to get to intermediate chat, you have to message me. Tell me that you're ready for a test. I'm going to test you. If you know your material and you answer the questions correctly, I will move you to intermediate. Now for intermediate to advanced, what you have to do is you have to prove to me that you know how to trade it. You have to post signals. You have to show me results. You have to show me potential trades or trades that you have taken that I've taught. Once you show me that you can trade it and you're capable of trading my material, then you'll be in that advanced chat. Once I see that you're consistent and you're not just posting so many things in one day just so you can get there quicker, no, that's not how it happens. You have to be consistent. 1 post every day, 2 posts every day. Okay. Once I think you're ready, you're going to go to advanced chat. That's how that works. Okay. So that's it for tonight's webinar. If you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and message me or post in the chats. Go ahead and get it covered. But you guys seem to be a very smart group since I have no questions. So I will be speaking to you guys very soon. Hopefully everybody gets to advanced chat because that's all I want for you guys. All right. Hope you guys have a good night.